Hello everyone. For today's video, I will be going into Avengers Endgame. But not with a lot of spoilers, maybe a few that are gonna point to the bigger picture. But I won't explain the whole film. But other than that, before I go into the film itself, I want to say thank you for all my doubters who say crap about me in my comment section just because. I see that as encouragement. My subscribers, thank you to all of you, especially to the new ones that subscribe to my channel as well. So thank you very much. Even from when I started this channel. So thank you to all my subscribers. I greatly appreciate it. The viewers and many more. Without all of you, I won't be here in the first place. I greatly appreciate it. If you're interested in what I do for my movie reviews or TV show reviews, if you or your friends or family members are interested in what I do, please subscribe to my channel so I can be entertained and I can do more way down the road. My channel is at HistoryBuff 2.0. Please hit the notification bell down below so you can see my videos first when they get notified. Comment down below, like, share, all the good stuff. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the film itself. How Avengers Endgame starts is kind of depressing on its own because of events of Avengers Infinity War. If you've seen that film, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I'll give a small synopsis for it. Pretty much, the Avengers tried their best to defeat Thanos, but it wasn't enough, and Thanos won. And we all know the Avengers won most of the time. But this time they lost and came at a great cost. Now, fast forward to Avengers Endgame. The Avengers are basically broken into pieces. They lost themselves as people simply because they lost people. They lost friends, they lost family, and they lost faith in themselves. So try to reverse it and everything. They came up with a plan to do the time travel theory, and that came from Ant-Man. But before I go into that, I need to backtrack here. I need to describe how the Avengers were during that time. Tony was stuck in space. Thor was optimistic at first until he went a different direction, a bad direction. Cap had to go to therapy and all that for the survivors from the snap. Hulk kind of disappeared for a while until we seen him later. And what happened to him. In a good way, of course. What was it called? What's his name? The Archer. Couldn't think of it for a second. Sorry about that. The Archer went down a path, and he named himself the Ronin. And Natasha felt his guilt because she felt like she didn't try hard enough. So when Scott returned, they mentioned the time travel theory. They went to see Tony, and Tony had a family at this time. Mary Pepper had a kid and everything else. But when he rejected the idea first, he wanted to keep what he had intact. We could all feel that after Infinity War. But after wiping off the picture with him and Tom Holland, or Peter Parker, in other words, he chose to do it. The only reason this film, the time travel stuff, even happened was because of Peter Parker in the MCU, and Tony wanted to bring him back. And that's what he did. As soon as they went through the time travel stuff, they went through their own emotions. Tony's emotions, Captain's emotions, all of them went through stuff while doing time traveling. Thor, all of them. And once they fixed the problem and everything, it was explosive as it could be. Thanos came back with a vengeance in a lot of ways. And the Guardians also were messed up in this as well. So the Avengers and Guardians were mixed in this, which I liked because I'm a fan of both. So I was a happy camper. So both had to deal with losses, grief, that like we do, normal people, and they found a way to bring people back. And once they brought people back, it was hell on earth. And they had to go fight tooth and nail to prevent that from happening again on a bigger scale. And when they succeeded, and believe me, it wasn't easy because when they made the sacrifices for the final time, they couldn't be brought back. Certain characters. I'm not going to say who or what, because I'm not going to spoil anything. When he won that battle, it cost lives. And basically the end of the MCU as we know it. Until other films came out which were dog shit, which we all admit, and a few that were light at the end of the tunnel. Not a lot, a few. Which I appreciate, and he tried. So, I won't even describe the battle itself because it was that good as it is. You won't be disappointed by the end result of this film. I basically described the parts of what happened prior and what they had to go through to get to that point. That's all I did. But other than that, you won't be disappointed. You will like the film if you like the golden age of Marvel, and definitely will not be disappointed. I can promise you that. And this closes the golden arc of the MCU, and all of us know that. In case you don't know that, see the rest of the films that came out recently. But other than that, and I give exceptions to the few films that they made. The rest were dog shit. The few weren't. And we all know what the few were. But other than that, that's all I'm going to say about this film. To me, it was 10 out of 10. It was done beautifully. And without question, the biggest film and made most of the money back, plus more. So if you like what I do with this channel, please subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. And again, thank you to all my subscribers, haters, viewers, and everybody. Because that gives me hope and inspiration to do this more. And my channel is at HistoryBuff 2.0. Can't miss it. Also, please hit the notification button down below so you can see my videos first. Like, share, comment down below, all the good stuff. And if you have friends that like what I do, or the viewer yourself like what I do, please subscribe, because that will inspire me to do more in a lot of ways. Other than that, may God bless you all, stay safe, and I will see you on the next one.